audio isn't. What is going on, you guys? Um,
I hear us. Hmm? I hear me. I have it pulled up.
do you hear me? Probably not.
I do.
You do?
Better now.
No sound. Better now. See? There's no way you hear me.
We have sound now.
I feel like that's a
Well, while
lie.
Tab figures that out,
I feel like that is a lie.
guys, if you can actually hear us, tell me your favorite breakfast item.
I know that they can hear you,
Oh,
but I don't think they
can
can
you hear
hear
Tab?
me. I'm trying to figure out
Bagels do go hard.
my personal mix. Okay, this should be the one.
What? Biscuits
Okay.
and gravy.
Well, now it's finally showing up for me, so I think we're safe. I just woke up, you guys.
This is huge.
I also
Um,
like biscuits and gravy. Wait, Keeg, what's your favorite food?
right now, let me tell you. So I went to Kroger or Ollie's.
Yeah.
Peanut butter chocolate chip cookie dough, brother.
Okay.
These are the most delicious things. It's like eating cookie dough, and it's so soft, and I literally can't believe it. It's so good. So
Okay.
this is what I'm actually having for breakfast. However, I really like those like diced potatoes that you like
Mm-hmm.
chop into cubes. That's it right there.
Okay.
I don't know what the like home style is it home style potatoes?
I
I
think
wish
you
I could
can
fuck it.
probably just call them cube potatoes.
Yeah, diced potatoes. I wish I could open this.
Something like that, at least.
Man, I wish we could afford an assistant.
Hey,
This
open
is
this for me.
embarrassing. What
That's
do
funny.
what do I pay you for? Get over here. Open this shit.
That's funny as fuck.
They, they have to transit between us.
That would be horrible. Sorry, my camera has been dusty for like a really long time, and
Yeah,
it's finally gotten to the point where it bugs
how
me.
do you guys like this? I think this looks really good.
Yeah, now we look the same for
Oh god, it's mitosis beginning.
real.
Have we talked about how when so Tab and I we don't really game as much anymore. I legit just think that we aren't on our PCs as much as we used to be.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
not.
but when we would game frequently, you could you could like tell that we've been hanging out because we would literally just like say the same shit or react the same way,
Mm-hmm.
and it was really funny.
Like the time where we both, uh, I can't remember, but we were playing League, and we both were just like, poor guy,
Poor guy. Yeah.
poor guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was
Return to
funny.
Moria, is that the Lord of the Rings mining game? Like mining survival crafter? That but I shit you not, this is delicious. Thank you. You think it's a better setup? Maybe I should just buy the backdrop
I mean, period.
or put something up right here.
I still need to like hang
Mm.
art. We just started hanging art in our apartment. Just started. Hold on.
Mm.
Let me show you the first. The first thing that we decided to hang up.
That's a good game. I haven't played it myself. I've seen clips of it, and I really want to play it. And I think Tab, you would also enjoy it if you haven't played it already.
Maybe. I haven't even looked at it. I have no idea what you're talking about. These are above the TV.
That's
They're
awesome.
little posters. One
Of movies.
is from Hogsmeade. It's like little postcards, like visit Hogsmeade by train. And then the second one is, let me see if they'll visit
The
Rapture.
Rapture. Nice. Where do you get those
Um,
from?
Newtown. I think I got them from like a it was some convention. I can't remember where. And then the fourth one is Twin Peaks based
Nice.
show, by the way, if you guys haven't seen that.
Yeah, I do need a third light. But
Am
you
I
think this looks better?
rocking the 3 point? Probably not.
Am I centered?
Maybe actually. Yeah, I
This might
think
be
so.
centered. Mm,
I think so.
not quite.
Popcorn, yeah. I got those from Indie Popcorn.
That's better. Um, guys, get you a snack. All right. What is the snack of the day?
Um,
Hmm. We had a booth for indie popcorn
in theory.
that I never got my money back for. It was very expensive. I was really sad that I couldn't go.
HauntCon next year. It's gonna be in Orlando.
That would be sick.
That would be cool.
Hmm. Okay. So, let me tell you. Oh, hold on. Peanut butter chocolate chip cookie dough. 220 calories. So it'll keep you going throughout the day. And it has 4 grams of protein. Now, I'm no bodybuilder,
Let me see what
but
HauntCon is.
I believe that this might be the greatest cheat meal snack out there, and it's just absolutely delicious. The company is called Dibble Dough. Dibble Dough. The
Period.
Dimble Dome. Home of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. HauntCon would be really cool.
I just looked it up, and apparently it's a trade show.
Mmm.
So it'd be cool to go, but to buy, we'd be kind of SOL.
Oh my god, I could go for strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper right now.
Those are low key fire. Okay, I can't remember if I've already talked about it. Okay, but dirty soda, right? It's where you put creamer in soda. Now, the strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper, and you turn it into a dirty soda. Fire. That's
I haven't
fire.
I haven't had a dirty soda personally, but
They have them at Taco Bell right now.
really,
Yeah, it's like one of their new things. You can make any of their drinks in dirty sodas.
we
That's how I
might be.
discovered it.
Hold on, I might DoorDash something.
Um, I've I mess with hot funyuns. I do. Dirty soda's a Mormon thing. I didn't know that.
It's a Mormon thing.
Yeah, apparently. I don't use regular creamer in mine. I use like vanilla creamer. I actually think that's kind of like how you're supposed to do it, but I could be wrong.
Dirty soda freeze?
Um, I just
I don't
got
want
like
all that.
the regular dirty soda, Baja Blast. Baja Blast.
Oh, here we go. Mountain Dew Midnight Dirty Soda.
You know, I can't say that I messed with uh the Mountain Dew Midnight.
Vanilla cream. Sorry, chat. I apologize. I thought I was going to be more prepared, but now we're talking about dirty soda and I want to try it. So,
Um, I couldn't put my finger on like the Mountain Dew Midnight. Like I only tried it once. Yeah.
all right, I'm literally just door dashing a drink.
Fair. I
Oh,
did
I could
that the
get
other
General
day
Tso's chicken.
with sweet tea.
Mmm. How much is this
Uh,
drink going to cost me? $7 before tip. Ew. I almost just tipped this guy $100 because I don't know how DoorDash worked.
oh my god.
could, could you imagine getting a DoorDash and you are like, yes, we've reached the promised lands of dashing. And this guy gave me $100 just to give him a drink. And I look at my account and I'm like,
That's so like on Reddit. I'm in like one of the DoorDash Reddits or whatever, and apparently that's a common scam. Like for people to just order like one thing from a store and tip really big, so the total's really high, and then I don't know exactly what they do with the
to
scam, but
like
apparently
deduct
that's a
the tip or
scam.
something.
I don't think you can actually deduct the tip.
Oh.
You can add, but I don't think you can take away.
Um, I think I'm ready.
Cool.
Sorry for yapping, guys.
Um, I mean, I'm ready to. It's your
I will
intro, I
say,
think.
um, oh, gum is probably not a good idea. Never mind. I had had this minty gum fixation, and oh my god, I love it so much. Yeah, it's my intro. Uh, Bum, bum, bum. All right, I am ready. I think. Oh, okay. All right. I wish I could. Sorry, my setup's all weird because I moved it. Okay. Welcome back to the Midnight Oil Podcast, everybody. The show where we read and discuss viewer submitted stories about your firsthand experiences with the paranormal and supernatural. As always, I'm Keegan. This is Tab. I always forget which way Tab is. And if you would like to submit your stories for us to discuss, you can find the link in the description of anywhere where you are listening. And without further ado, as always, let's burn that oil.
Uh-huh. 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 Uh-huh.
Now,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Tab, we talked about astral projection, but more so lucid dreaming last time.
Uh-huh.
And towards the end of the episode, or it might have been after the episode, I said maybe we'll do a part two. And I want to do more about astral projection because I feel like we started talking about our dreams and then we didn't stop.
Yeah.
We kind of went over what astral projection is, but I think that it would be cool to get into some stories, like what the phenomenon is, and some of the like more meaningful stories of people doing it and how it like changed their lives, stuff like that. And we'll get
Mm-hmm.
into some goofy, quirky stuff as well. So
Well, I
I'm
have a few different cultures that believed in astral projection, and they all had different beliefs relating
mm,
to what it meant.
okay.
Because ultimately, so astral projection, as an overview, is just a belief or reported experience that your consciousness can separate from your physical body and travel in a non-physical astral form. And I mean, there's a bunch of different cultures that believe in this. So, one of the first ones was ancient Egypt. Um, which we've talked about Egypt before in our first season, so we know that they had a bunch of deities. Um, well, one of their deities is Ba. Um, I hope that's how you say it. And it was this bird guy that could basically leave your body and travel between worlds. So that
Raw?
Ba, the bee,
Oh, Ba.
Ba, not Ra,
Also a bird?
Ba. Yeah, I guess so.
Hmm.
Bird
What's up
guy
with the birds and
with a
cats?
human head. Hey, animals are sacred, I
I
guess.
guess so. I just can't think of many birds in the desert other than vultures, but what do I know?
I mean, he looks colorful, I'd say.
He's a snipe.
BRB. Um, so it's also in Hindu tradition. Um, they believe that consciousness is deeper than the physical body, and their texts discuss subtle bodies, chakras, dream states, and advanced yogi abilities called siddhis. Yeah, yeah. So they believe that that is astral projection.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So what actually took place? Like, is it the same as the astral projection?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So
did they do it for sacred reasons?
yeah, it looks like they did do it for religious reasons. Um, so they actually interpreted certain like meditative states, um, or they called it subtle body experiences as forms of astral travel. And there's actual. Let me open this. See what this word means. Right now I'm on like a the wiki search where you just click in the words and it takes you to different pages.
Oh, on Wikipedia.
Yeah. Um, Sanskrit. Okay.
For those who are not watching with a video, Tab's facial expressions looking at these words is uncanny.
Let me read you word for word what I'm reading right now. The Upanishads are a collection of ancient Hindu philosophical texts composed in Sanskrit between roughly 800 and 300 BCE. They form the concluding portions of the Vedas and are considered foundational works of Indian spiritual and metaphysical thought, exploring ultimate reality, which is Brahman, and the self, Atman.
I'd say that you did pretty good.
I faked it.
Oh,
um. Anyways, we move on. So Tibetan Buddhism, blue pop out, but I was skibbity up pow. I'm the scat man, skibbity bobbity bum. Okay. So yes. Tibetan Buddhism. They also included dream yoga and practices involving awareness during sleep, so more so lucid dreaming. Um, some teaching described navigating subtle realms with conscious awareness. Um, so they practice this more for liberation, awareness, and training their mind. So theirs was dream yoga.
mm,
That's such a
dream
slay.
yoga.
That is such a slay.
Well, I have a story.
Mm,
I have a couple stories,
okay.
and these come from Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
Just r/astral projection,
Fire.
and I'm gonna just read a couple of them because some of them are short. So, the one that I read the one from Astral Dad 53, right?
I think
About
so.
how they did it 62 times.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I thought so. Uh, I'm gonna read this one because I think this one's really interesting. Two underscore large underscore regulars says that I've had an experience where I was looking down at a table of people eating. Each one of them was smiling, and I could feel the joy emanating from their smiles. So, this is an instance where someone is feeling like strong attachment and like they're very in tune with their emotions while they're doing it. And a woman looked up at me and her joy inducing smile, and she led me towards something I can best describe as a train, except it wasn't a train. Not sure what it was, but it brought me to a place where a group of people were staring at a pyramid. So, from all of the stories I've read, astral projection is very much like a dream almost, where it doesn't always make sense because
Mm.
you're going into these different worlds, different realities, different experiences than we would normally have on Earth and in our human form. So a lot of stuff is working differently. You're in different places. You've probably never experienced them before, which is why it is different than dreaming. Because in a lot of dreams, like you said last episode, you don't really normally see faces. And if you do see faces, it's only of people that you know.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas with astral projection, um, sometimes you see people that you don't know. And my guess is that it's your subconscious brain. Um, like you have seen this person before, and it's just your subconscious brain being like, nom 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 nom, ah," like something
Mm-hmm.
like that. But anyway, I'll finish. Um, One looks to me and says, "They aren't what you think they are."
Oh.
And I just stared back. I didn't say a word. Then he looks at me and says, "They didn't build them, they found them." Again, I stood there silent. He looks at me again and says, "There are more." I immediately woke up, gasping for air. So this is an
Okay.
example of astral projection where someone is being told information,
Mm-hmm.
and that's something that I want to talk about because I wonder how often there is experiences of people astral projecting, learning new information that they never knew. But I think that that's really hard because, like I kind of said, the subconscious brain, like your brain, even though you don't remember it, it remembers things like people's faces, conversations. Maybe you weren't listening in school, but your brain obviously, like, it was still on and you're still awake. So it's
Yeah.
potentially in there somewhere. I wonder how much astral projection and dreams are your brain just like, hey, this is a thing that you know. But
Mm-hmm.
this example, this is a new creation. Like they're saying it wasn't a train, but that's the only descriptor of this thing that we have is that it looks like a train, but it's not a train. That's all. That's all we got. So I
Yeah.
don't know what it looks like, but you know, that's why it's really interesting to me because I just wonder, has this person seen something maybe in a TV show when they were a baby or something like that where, they did see something that was like a train but wasn't a train and they saw these people's faces but don't know who they are, or if it's a completely brand new experience via astral projection. And
Yeah.
that's what interests me the most about it because, like, it's not dreaming. It's different than
Which
dreaming.
which one would you like? Do you think it is? Do you think people are actually astral projecting, or do you think it's the subconscious kind of creating some sort of a lucid dream that appears to be astral projecting?
I think that the best way that I can put it is I think it's a combination of the two. I think that
Okay.
they're having this new experience. It's not like a dream. They don't know where this information is coming from. It could be a very religious experience, definitely depending on if you practice it very frequently. Or you are like some of these people, they've done it hundreds of times,
Mm-hmm.
thousands of times. Like some of these people, that's like their livelihood. Like we play video games and we do our podcast.
Yeah.
These people astral project and get on Reddit. So I,
Yeah.
and I'm not knocking astral projection. I did try and do it, like we said
Mm-hmm.
last episode.
I did too.
It didn't work.
Yeah.
I did have a dream, but it was like one of those like nothing dreams where,
Mm-hmm.
except I don't believe in nothing dreams, but this felt like a nothing dream. I think I was
Yeah.
just like at a lemonade stand.
Fair.
So I don't know if it's like my foresight, if I'm going to a lemonade stand, if it's a lemonade stand that I've been at, if it's a lemonade stand I'm supposed to go to. I have no
Maybe
idea.
maybe it's a little bit deeper than that. Maybe it's telling you, what is
To
it,
set up a lemonade stand.
when life hands you lemons, you make lemonade.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what the lemons are.
I don't know. Maybe it's actual lemons. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to be a lemon dealer or something. I'll
Yeah,
go door to door and
be on the lookout for lemons.
yeah, if I come up to your doorstep and I say, "Hey, you need any lemons?" You should probably say yes, unless you want to be a bad proponent in my next dream.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a conglomeration of both. I think it's your because to perceive the astral projection, I feel like you obviously need your brain
Mhm.
because as far as the research that I've done, there are no other creatures that astral project. I don't know how we would be able to tell if they did, but I I did not see any research on, dolphins astral projecting or elephants astral projecting or anything like that. There are some articles about them dreaming, which that makes sense. I'm sure elephant dreams are nuts, by the way. I don't know what I God, I hope in our lifetime we can put a helmet on somebody and see their dreams because that would be so cool. But I think it like I said is a conglomeration of things that your brain is making up, which is more dream-esque, and your subconscious mind connecting these things to a dreamlike activity where it feels like a new thought and new experience, and it's more vivid and emotional and life, like just full of life, more than a dream. I think it's something like that, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fair. I believe I kind of agree with what was said in chat. Um so in chat they said I think the toughest part of stories like this is the source. People could be astral projecting or they could want it so bad that their brain makes up a dream that comes off as like projecting. Um and so I'm kind of also on the same side of that. Like I believe that astral projection could be real. 100%. But do I believe every story that I read about people astral projecting? No.
I don't doubt that it's real.
Mm-hmm.
As we had a lot of lore last episode where we talked about a lot of our dreams. I
Mm-hmm.
would consider myself more of a skeptic about a lot of the things that we read until proven otherwise, or it's something that I really feel connected to, or get like this feeling that I believe it's real. And then Tab shows me information, and then Tab is more of the like, hey, here's this thing. Read this story and tell me what you think. And then I'm like, huh, I never thought X thing was real or existed, or I didn't know about that. And then I read the article and the experiences. I'm like, you either got to be on copious amounts of drugs to describe some of these things, or they actually happen to you. So it's one of those things. But astral projection, I really do believe, whether it's a very vivid dream or it's a religious experience, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I would really love to get someone on here to like that is a professional to talk about astral projection to see like what their experience is, and not dissect it, but kind of weigh how the dreams that they have are different from their astral projections, because I'm very curious on somebody who's actually done it, because you can read all these Reddit stories, right, and different stories on the internet, but at the end of the day, you're gonna get the best stories when you're in person with somebody and they're just talking about it. Because some
Yeah.
people only want to type so much and whatnot, and can only be so descriptive. But like when we're talking, obviously the podcast isn't scripted. Aside from this is what we're talking about, and then sometimes
Mm-hmm.
we have some articles and some quotes and stuff like that. But when you're having a conversation, your brain and your neurons are like blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So like I'm very curious.
So I feel like most of your proof is going to be found through researching more so out of body experiences than astral projection, because there actually have been neuroscientific studies to link OBEs, which is out of body experiences, to disruptions in multisensory integration within the temporo parietal junction, which that's a region in your
Hmm.
brain that links two of the pieces and kind of just controls your state of conscious, I think. Is what I was. Yeah, okay. And actually, funny enough, if I would have kept reading the article, it would have said a region that helps the brain locate the self in space. um, Experiments inducing conflicting visual and tactile signals can invoke sensations of leaving one's body. Usually, OBEs occur under extreme stress, altered states of consciousness, or dissociative episodes where perception of the body temporarily fragments. So, like, think. Pause. Brief intermission. I'm gonna assume the dirty soda is you. The chat, what do you guys think? Inherently, like, do you guys believe that people are astral projecting? Have you guys ever astral projected? I've never done it. Whenever we did try, um, during the week, like between last episode and this episode, the closest that I got was a lucid dream, and it was very weird. And
uh
welcome back.
Sorry. Continue your thing before I
I was
interrupt.
just gonna say, and I'm not gonna get into the details because
Oh,
it was weird.
well
I
then
can
in
get
that
into
case
the
I'm glad I
first
cut
half.
you off.
Um,
I'd like to do a small intermission.
yeah,
I
that's what
have
we've been doing. I've just been sitting here talking.
Oh, okay. Well, the dirty Baja Blast Midnight is here.
I will say, dirty sodas look gross.
Yeah, that doesn't look great. I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
they do look gross, but like they're kind of fire. I'll be real. I prefer dirty sodas with like cream sodas.
That would sound much better. I don't like all of the floating stuff in here, personally. It kind of looks like a snow globe.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I also think I've only had a Baja Blast Midnight like once, so I guess we're gonna experience something new together.
Period. Believe in gaining information on things in dreams, but I don't believe the idea of traveling in your mind to places. Which that's valid. I feel like I probably could if I wanted to, like have a dream about a place, but would it be accurate to the place? Probably not. Like I could probably go to bed with the intention of like I'm gonna dream about the pyramids. If I condition myself enough right before I go to bed, like I watch a bunch of like people taking trips to the pyramids, then I could probably go to sleep and have a dream about the pyramids. But would it be accurate? No. It's not fire.
It tastes like Baja Blast Midnight, but a freeze without the freeze.
Yeah. The dirty sodas at Taco Bell are very identical to the freezes that they have with cream. If that makes any sense. Because I mean,
Um,
like, obviously. Yeah.
well, I apologize for derailing the podcast. This is a 5 out of 10. It is not bad. It is just a soda. I'll be honest. Um, and I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff at the bottom though. Maybe I'm just not getting it.
No, it definitely looks mixed up.
I don't know. It just tastes like a soda to me.
Which
Five
is
out of
fair.
10. It's not bad. If you like soda, then get you a dirty soda. I don't know.
It's
Sorry,
soda with
I
cream. It is soda
yeah,
with cream. So
it's soda
that
with cream.
like
Maybe I need to try it like you said with Dr. Pepper or
mm-hmm.
something and put some cream in there. Is
If
that what?
you get one that's like a cream soda flavored, and then you put like real actual like creamer in it, fire. Specifically vanilla. The floaties are why it's called dirty. Oh. I thought it was just called dirty because she's a little dirty. I mean, she's a little dirty girl. A little dirty soda
Um,
girl.
well, during our intermission, I'm gonna do something new that I want to start doing called our non-sponsor for the episode until we get some sponsorships. The non-sponsor this episode is going to, however, be Taco Bell because let me tell you,
Facts.
they have this sauce right now, called jalapeno honey mustard,
Fire.
bro. It is. If
It's really
you don't
good.
like honey mustard and you don't like spicy stuff, you should get it anyway. It because it's delicious. And if you put it on their overpriced nuggets, they are delicious. But if you go to the I love the value menu. All right, I live and die by that menu. Get a spicy potato soft taco. Um, and you get some of the jalapeno honey mustard.
Okay.
That's the one.
I mess with
That's
the
the one.
vision.
Uh, but yeah, shout out to Taco Bell. They are our non-sponsor for the episode. So this is not brought to you by Taco Bell.
Yeah. True facts. I don't have
Back
anything
into
from
it.
Taco Bell. I don't even know what I was talking about. No, out of body experiences. Yeah, so there's actual neuroscientific studies on OBEs. Um, and you'll find more information on those for proof of concept. But there's no evidence of like a real trial and error would be somebody going into this state and then having this OBE or astral project into like the room over and like tell me what's on that paper in the other room. But there hasn't been a study like that. So there's technically by scientific reasons there's no proof. But that could also because even if like you were to like hold that study, right? Who's to say that they're astral projecting and not oh, what's that word? What's that word where you're like not traveling with your mind, but like you're seeing with your mind. Oh my god.
That's just thinking, isn't it?
No. There's a
Reverse
no, there's a word.
aphantasia.
No, it's rumored that they work for like the government. They have a bunch of these, and it's rumored it's linked to the GATE program. They had a bunch of kids practicing this so they could recruit them, and then it's rumored that they work for the government, and they go and astrally spy on the enemies. What is that word called? It's not astral projecting. It's not out of body experience. There's a specific word for. Oh God. What's the? Ugh. Remote viewing. That's it. So who's to
Um,
say? Who's to say that they're astral projecting and not remote viewing? And what? Okay, what even is remote viewing? Cause like, couldn't you just say remote viewing is astral projecting?
well, wouldn't remote viewing be remote viewing to me sounds like you're viewing someone else's stuff.
Okay, so remote viewing is described as a practice where individuals attempt to gather information about a distant or unseen object, such as a person, location, or event, through mental perception alone, often referred to as seeing with the mind.
Hmm. It sounds very similar.
It does, but I guess they don't necessarily. Apparently, there's like actual studies and like. However, at least according to some of the studies and like people who have reviewed the studies, it's not a very like credible thing. I believe it's possible in theory. I don't think I've ever done it, but I believe anything is possible. You can do anything you put your mind to. Okay. You want to
Hmm.
cast a hex on somebody? By all means, do it. And it'll probably work. Because you believe it works. And I believe it works. We believe it works. Yeah,
Hmm.
so who's to say that astral projection? I feel like they all are similar in theory. Remote viewing is like another can of worms, though.
I want to. Sorry, while you were talking, I don't like how I'm looking right into the camera like this. Hold on. Okay. uh, there's. This is a really weird story, which is why I'm like a little whacked out. But the title of it is "Tortured Forever by Entity Frowny Face."
Okay,
So I'm just gonna read this, and we're gonna go on this roller coaster together, brother.
okay,
So stabbed by Kitty in r/astral projection has apparently been tortured forever by an entity.
okay.
They say, I was in rehab when I
Body
first
experience.
had an experience. What was that?
What?
You, did, y'all, did anyone else hear that?
What does it sound like?
It sounded like someone saying experience. Did,
Did
did
that
you
come through
hear
my
that?
mic? No.
Did anybody,
Wait, was it this? Wait. No. Okay, okay.
you heard it? We're gonna have to, okay.
I will
When we
be.
edit
Did
this
it sound like
episode,
Siri? I just have to ask. My Siri turned
I
on, but I don't know if I I turned it off before it looked like she was gonna
Can you
say
play your
anything.
Siri real quick? Can you just make it say something?
Hey Siri. What's up? Oh. Hey Siri. Wait, no, because my sound's off. Can you say hey? No, because it's text based.
I think we just had a paranormal experience live. Can
I'm trying to figure out because I did scroll over a video. So let me play this video and let me see if this is what we heard, okay?
I don't know how I would have
There's
heard
an
it though.
OOBE, which is an out-of-body
It is.
experience,
It was
but
you.
that is
It was
really
you.
an
This is the
unfortunate
guy.
misnomer.
Okay.
Why can't I hear this?
Why can I hear it? So
Why
you're not
can't
even sharing your shit. Anyway, sorry. I
what?
thought we had a live paranormal experience while we were filming. That was so weird because I literally
What?
when I heard experience, I read the word experience. That was weird.
Why can't I
What
hear it?
the heck?
Oh, because it's playing through my fucking Elgato, so it's probably playing through like my microphone. Okay, wait. Bro, I'm gonna play it again. I just need to see what this guy sounds like.
There's an OOBE, which is an out-of-body
That
experience.
was really
Okay.
weird. When I was reading this and said experience, the guy said experience at the same time, and I heard that. I was like,
The fact, okay, it's so weird because when I scrolled back up, my shit was muted. So I was like, well, there's no way it played because it's fucking muted. It's playing right now and it's fucking muted. But I
this, that was weird. Either way, that was creepy. I thought
don't know.
we legit had a paranormal experience. And I that if you would have said I had no idea what was going on, I would have literally I would have been like, you know what? I believe everything forever. We have single-handedly just proven that the paranormal exists on our podcast and we can retire. Uh that is crazy.
I had to go back and like make sure that we debunked it properly. This is proof right here that when we do paranormal investigations, we will not lie to you. Because I just
I will not let us lie to you. I
we could
promise.
have easily had an insane clip right there, and I debunked it.
I get we do have a crazy clip. I freaked out. I was like, "What?
That's crazy.
That's the thumbnail."
That's so funny.
That was really
It's
weird.
Undertone IRL though.
Barry
Again, good
White.
movie.
Guys, random this and I swear I promise I will get back on track. I was a little geeked out from what just happened, but also uh let me get his name right. So I used to watch Storage Wars growing up. Uh there was a guy who was on there. His name was Daryl Sheets, and he passed away a few days ago, and he was 67, and that made me really really sad because he was on Storage Wars, and I love that guy. But there's another guy that was on Storage Wars. His name is Barry Weiss, Weiss, not Barry White. And he always pulled up to the storage units with the craziest cars I've ever seen in my life. It was always the most random. I'm not talking sports cars. I'm talking like a fishbowl or a bean or like whatever you could possibly think of. He always had like some crazy cars. So, um,
Period.
yeah, it was. Anyway, he passed away. So RIP. Shout out Storage Wars. But yeah, like
Fire
Tab was
show.
saying before we get back to it, we will always be 100% like, because at the end of the day, I want to be proven wrong because I'm like 50-50 on ghosts or most paranormal stuff. I believe that there's truth to it, to most of it, but I think a lot of it has to do with people's brains trying to make sense of situations that they don't understand. And I have experienced, I've told my stories, some paranormal and supernatural stuff that I couldn't explain, but it didn't like make me like I believe this. It's just like, but I want to. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah, I feel you.
very being a skeptic. I feel like is I have a lot of fun being a skeptic because I frequently like have to challenge myself and like, how does this make sense? How does that make sense? How do these things intertwine with each other? So yeah, we will never ever fake anything. I will not allow that to happen unless it's for like like a
Like a
cool like
meme
promotional
video.
thing. Yeah, like a meme video or a promotion where we're like, "Oh, we caught Bigfoot and here's Bigfoot." Like
And it's just both of us in a costume. Like,
yeah, on top of each other.
like
Because
I'm
neither
on the
of us would pass for Bigfoot.
I'm fucking on Keeg's shoulders. We were trying to walk through the woods and then we just fall. We get wheeled out in the ambulance. I have a broken arm. This shit be
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about stabbed by kitties, tortured forever by entity, frowny face story.
Yeah.
So before I was rudely interrupted by the spiritual being that said experience at the same time as me, which by the way, even though it was a video and we solved it all out, the fact that we said the same word at the same time, strange. But I was in rehab, not me personally, this is the person, when I had first experienced astral projecting. I didn't know what it was at the time. It's starting off as praying every night while I was not moving. Eventually, 2 weeks of consistency, I started to feel like my feet were floating, and by the end of that week, I felt like my whole legs could move and sway back and forth, but they weren't actually moving. I started getting really bad sleep paralysis shortly after, and I just got scared from praying because if I stayed up, I could feel the vibration of something being there around my feet, and I'd fall asleep into sleep paralysis. Hmm, that's a very interesting way to scare yourself from sleeping. I don't think I've ever heard of that before.
Pray so hard
Um,
you you get visited by demons.
yeah, yeah, I couldn't imagine praying so hard that you literally can't feel your legs. That's interesting. So, anyways, fast forward a couple months later, I wasn't scared anymore, and I found out what astral projection was through a sleep paralysis thread. And I realized sleep paralysis was just a low vibration of actual projection. That is very interesting. That those things, I would have never have connected those two things. So that's interesting.
I
So
guess
maybe
so.
maybe on a low level, I have experienced astral projection. I'm unsure because I've definitely seen a sleep paralysis demon, and I've talked about that before. So
I mean,
um, to continue, but one night I was actually projecting, and this thing found me. It was like a drill, and it started coming at me and drilled at me. I remember freaking out and waking up. Well, when I went back to sleep the same night, I was literally just sleeping, no actual projecting. I think they mean astral projecting. And this thing drilled into my dream and said, "You think you can hide," and started drilling at my neck. After I woke up, I could feel this drilling pain lingering in my waking life. So freaked out that I went to sleep on the couch. The same night it drilled back into my dream and said, "I can't run," and started to drill at my neck again. I haven't tried to astral project, but every now and then I'll wake up from a dream inside my body. Feeling awake and everything is dark, and I could just feel this thing start drilling at the back of my neck, and it wakes me up every so often, and the pain lingers. I don't know what to do. I don't know what it is. I don't even know how to explain and literally cannot find anything that can help me. I feel like my spiritual body is stuck and being attacked, and it feels so real and scary. If anyone can help, please. And this was 23 hours ago.
A sp- um
So
a
I
spooky
don't
drill?
I don't know if this is real. I will say, looking into it, this stabbed by kitty user, their Reddit account is 1 day old, and this is their only post. And this kind of connects to what I was just talking to, where there are probably so many people that have actually experienced similar things to this, perhaps. I cannot, in good faith, use this as evidence for myself to be like, this is real, because it's so sketchy, right? It's a 1 day old account. I mean, Tab, I'll send you this article, but it kind of looks like it was written by ChatGPT. We can link it in the show notes. But it has those ductins. What is it called? No, that's the Japanese circle thing. The the hyphens, the lines. What are they called? Are they just called hyphens?
I think so, yeah.
Anyway, they have those throughout
They're
the
not the
post.
long ones though. The
No,
long ones are usually.
and there are some typos and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know if it was written by ChatGPT. It might be this person's real story. I don't know. But astral projection to me, this seems like a different thing than astral projection. This seems more like very vivid sleep paralysis, perhaps, mixed with nightmares. I'm unsure. But they also talk about their, out of body experience from not being able to feel their legs and stuff. I don't know.
I
What do you think? Because I'm kind of at a wall. I don't believe this story specifically, just because the account is really sketchy. Um, yeah, I'm at a
um
wall. I have no idea.
I feel like if anything it's like because when you said it was a drill, um yeah, yeah. So I looked up the meaning of drills in your dreams just to see if there
Before but
was anything.
before you say that, someone said, "I think it's your addiction trying to make you feel powerless."
I saw that, yeah.
Okay. So what does it say when you have drills?
It's very much like it's symbolism of focused effort. and the drive to break through barriers.
My mom is calling me. Give me 1 second. Oh, you were calling me about hold on, can I put you on speakerphone? Okay. So my mom just called me. What can you tell them what you were just doing?
Well, I was just listening to a podcast from you and Tab, your Midnight Oil podcast, and so I was calling you to talk about the episode of your podcast that I just listened to.
Oh.
Not the live one.
Which one was it? Oh, okay. Yeah.
I
Did
couldn't
you
really
have a
hear her.
question? Oh, sorry. She said it was the one about the timelines.
Oh, okay.
The alternative timeline with the weasel.
Yes, with the weasel.
My favorite.
It answers to a whole lot of things that you and Tab talked about.
Oh, you know what? We'll have to set something up at some point and have you on.
Okay, well, I don't know what you're talking about today, but if you want to give me your topic, I'll give you a little something and then I'll let you go.
Okay.
Have you ever astral projected?
So last episode last week we talked about astral projection and lucid dreaming, but we more so talked about the lucid dreaming part. And today we're kind of hitting more on astral projection.
No wonder why you
Oh man. Okay, hold on. Let me change the sensitivity on my microphone. And you can all right, you should be good now. So you have something to contribute.
So I've been able to travel for a very long time. And I never knew what it was called until 2020 during COVID.
Really?
Yep. And I found a group on Telegram, and they put words to the things that I knew, but I didn't know how I knew them. I just knew them. And they talked me through a astral travel where you can go to the Hall of Knowledge, or people call it the Akashic Records,
Yo.
where all of the knowledge is always stored. So astral projection and astral travel is also something that is used in a lot of government research.
MK Ultra.
Because that is how you can
Like
see
MK
things.
Ultra?
The CIA, the Gateway tapes.
So I'm guessing MK Ultra is more of like drugs and altering the abilities within the body, but kind of like Project Looking Glass. It's kind of what there was a movie, maybe The Fifth Element. The girl's wearing a strappy white outfit, and there's a bunch of people in a pool of water. Maybe Minority Report, but either way, there's literally, we all have the ability within us to be able to keep our body connected here on Earth and take our golden thread and allow our consciousness to leave our body to go do other things in other times, spaces, and places. And most of my clients that I have as a holistic healer, when I do my job right, I actually have to talk to their consciousness and pull them back into their body, which I just did to your grandfather on Friday because he did not want to come back into his body. So it was nice. And I'm like, yo, it's time to come back. And he was like, no, I'm not coming back yet. And then I had to actually pull on his golden thread that keeps you connected to your body to bring him back before I could wake him up. So that was really, really cool because I saw what he was doing, but he was projecting himself without understanding exactly what he was doing. So astral projection, you have the capability. Everyone has the capability. But just because some people in your family can travel really quick and really easy, FYI, you can do it too. And if you guys ever need me to talk you through an astral projection meditation, I can do that as well.
That's insane. That's crazy.
And I have holy water for you. And I learned on one of your podcasts that you needed some holy water.
Oh, yes. Tab's laughing.
We can circle back. I don't want to crash your podcast right now since you didn't even know what was.
Well, I appreciate you calling. I had no idea that that you've done that before. We were literally just talking live. You'll see it next week that or if you watch the VOD you can see it. But we were just talking about how we want to have somebody on and talk to them about their experiences astral projecting because I was kind of the dynamic that Tab and I have is Tab kind of shows me these things and is like this is really cool. I think you should look into this. I believe this. You should see this uh, and I'm more of the skeptic where I want to believe in something but I want a lot of that proof and experiences and stuff like that. So we were like, I want to talk to somebody who has done it before, and I didn't know that you did. That was that's crazy. I didn't know that. How many times do you think you've done it? Wow,
How many did she say?
Yeah.
hundreds.
Yeah. Yeah, because so once you actually know what you're doing, you can go with goals in mind and you can choose where you want to go. Like at first, when you first start, like you don't really get to choose where you're going. You just end up where you're supposed to be because we're always right where we're meant to be. So if you're ever questioning anything in life, understand you're exactly where you're meant to be, and you are the version of yourself in the timeline that you were supposed to be in that moment.
Wow. Well, there you have it. That is some powerful stuff. I appreciate you calling me. That's really funny that you decided to call right now. Also, you'll see this was really random, but when I started reading a story, it started with I was in rehab when I first had an experience astral projecting. And when I said experience, this has never happened before, but audio came through Tab's side and it was a video, and the first and only thing that came through was the word experience. And first of all, since that's never happened before, I'm looking around. I'm like, there's a fucking ghost somewhere and we just caught a paranormal experience live on the podcast because people in the chat said we heard that, what the hell was that? So we eventually debunked it, but that was also there's been a lot of strange coincidences within the past hour, so I thought that's very very strange.
Yep. Well, and I am a technology disruptor, which is why me and technology don't always get along. So
That's true.
The frequencies of everything right now in the last 3 days have shifted. So if you notice, the moon is also up high in the sky right now, and it's not normally. But it's
Is she
up really
talking
high
about the
right now,
Schumann's
and the
resonance?
sky is really smoggy because of all the spraying. And the 5G, 6G towers, they've changed the frequency output, and it's bouncing around the atmosphere, and it's shifting the nanotechnology that is inside all of our bodies, and sensitives are feeling it in weird ways.
What
So
Tab, what was it?
Was she talking about the Schumann's resonance?
The Schumann's resonance?
yeah, the Schumann resonance, I've been studying that for more than 6 or 7 years now.
That's
Wow. Yeah, maybe Tab does know something, a thing or two.
fire. I
Maybe we are
do.
qualified for this podcast after all.
I love you, and nice to meet you, and I already love you. You boys have a wonderful podcast, and we'll circle back about all the things you never thought your mom knew.
All right, that sounds good. We'll set something up. We'll have to sit down and maybe if it's not a live episode, sit down and record something. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Cool. Great. Talk soon.
Absolutely, I love you.
Love you.
What the fuck?
So whenever she talked about the Akashic records, I've heard about that before. And do you remember when I was talking about the Sanskrit,
Mm-hmm.
from the Hindu traditions? So I looked up just so I could have a definition of the Akashic records in front of me. And the Sanskrit term Akasha, it's a theosophical kind of thing, where it very much is like the library. I have heard because like I'm into this shit, so like I feel like me and your mom would get along. And some people believe that the Akashic records are different for everybody. In terms of like one person can go and it could be this whole big library. One person could go and it could just be this little book. One person can go and it's this big building. One person can go and it's this little cabin in the woods. So it's like there's different interpretations for people. At least some people believe that. I've never tried to go there, so I mean,
This really puts things into perspective because I didn't know my mom knew all of that, and it makes me feel really stupid because I think the only thing that I'd be able to educate someone in is when to build Infinity Edge and League of Legends, and that really pisses me off.
hey, we all have our different things. We all have our different things. Okay. I
Wow.
bet she knows about if she knows about the Akashic records, she probably knows about the Anunnaki. If she
She
knows about
probably
the
knows about
Schumann
all kinds of
resonance.
stuff that we have no idea about.
I would love to dive into the Anunnaki in an episode.
I would love to do a 3-hour Joe Rogan extravaganza with my mother. I really I didn't know that she like I knew that she within the past like I guess it's been like 6 years now, kind of like what she said. She
Mhm.
got into this holistic um like naturey connected with the earth and the universe vibe.
Didn't you
And
say
I
she
was
does
just
I can never say this word right, but isn't it like Reiki? Reiki? Maybe it's somebody else's mom that I'm
yeah,
thinking of.
I think so. Yeah. So I don't know enough about it, truth be told,
It's
but
energy
she
healing.
she has a business where people she has a sanctuary and she'll do like sound baths and a bunch of different spiritual holistic healing stuff like that. I don't know if you heard it, but she just did it to my papaw and he didn't want to come back to his body, so she had to like be like come on back. But
Get on back here.
she has a business called Peace, Love, and Healing, I believe.
So.
She'll correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, unless she's changed it. But she has a sanctuary, and she has people who need healing or are trying to find themselves and get peace and whatnot, and just become more connected. And she does all kinds of stuff. It's really cool. So every time I see her, she gives me like a little crystal or a bracelet or something like that. I haven't seen the new sanctuary. She just moved not too long ago. But yeah, I it sounds like we're gonna have to get my mom on
I keep my
the
shit strapped.
podcast. I keep that thing on
I
me.
keep that thing on me.
But that was crazy. We've had quite the episode, huh?
I swear to God. My mom's cool too, but I don't know if she wants me to expose the things that she can
Yeah,
do.
she like bends space and time. I don't know if she wants us talking about all that.
Yeah, my
Mess
mom's
my life
actually
up
a time traveler.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, my mom, she, obviously, I am the way that I am, and she just kind of found her way into this the past few years, and I'm glad that she's happy and she's obviously able to educate me on things that I don't know, and I'm very appreciative of that. I just didn't know how much, and I'm very interested to hear what she has to say, and I'm gonna guess that after our first conversation with her, that there will be many more because She seems incredibly knowledgeable, and if she knows like astral projection, I didn't even think was part of what she does. She has a bunch of certifications too. And she travels for this stuff and goes to conventions. So like she's into it.
Remote viewing. My mom does remote viewing. She just
Mm.
said it in the chat, so I figured I could say it out loud.
But this is what really makes me want to. We'll have to figure something out. Maybe we can set something up at the sanctuary, and we can show up and bring our podcast stuff and do an episode in the sanctuary.
Be like, what up, Yang?
I'm not sure if they do technology in the sanctuary or what that is. I'm sure she does. I think they have computers and stuff there. Because she actually was talking to me like a few months ago. She was like, "Hey, I know you do a podcast. I want to do a podcast. What are the logistics of that?" And I explained it to her and what we were starting to do, where we go live and do it. I was like, "It's gonna be easier if you go live and then editing all the recording software and all of that. Like this is by far way easier. If you want to start a podcast, by the way, this is our professional experience because we've done it both ways. This is significantly easier
Yeah.
once you get everything balanced and everything because you don't have to edit the audio or anything. It's fantastic. Anyway, I've digressed. Um, I'm sorry. I'm just baffled.
She was talking like my TikTok feed sounds on the daily, so I'm like well versed in pretty much everything that she was talking about. I haven't actually tried to read the Schumann's resonance, but I've seen videos of people explaining the Schumann's resonance and like what some things mean and what it means like in this current time.
You know what? I have a feeling the podcast is going to obviously continue changing over time, but I'm probably going to take more of a Chuck Nice approach, and you'll be my Neil deGrasse Tyson, where you educate me on all of this shit, and I'll just be the comedic relief. Because let me tell you, when she was talking and you were understanding, I was sitting here, I was like, wow, this is what it feels like to sit in the back of the class and just fuck off the whole time, huh?
Yeah, when she was talking about how the energy field was disrupted, I was like, that's the Schumann resonance.
And I was like, I don't know what you're saying. What did you
Which,
say? What?
for those listening that don't know what the Schumann's resonance is, and for Teague, it's if I'm
Thank you.
remembering it correct, I'm pretty sure it's something along the lines of the magnetic reading of our planet, and kind of like what the energy of our planet is, and it's based off of the magnetic readings of the poles. To put it in simpler terms, it's like the heartbeat of the Earth. And when there's disruptions, and people feel it.
My mom posts those on Facebook.
Oh yeah. Period.
Yeah, whenever there's because there's like I don't know what website she uses, but it looks like
A graph
it,
with like colors.
yeah,
Mhm.
and she'll be like, things are changing, and I'm
It's like
like, I
radio
don't know what any of
waves,
this
kind
means.
of looking.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like blue. It's that blue to red.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Mhm. And there's
She
sometimes big
talks
gaps of
about it.
like black, and I think there's a lot of which like I don't know any like too much about it other than what people um my mom said people feel it just like the moon affects the tides. And I feel like the moon affects us as well because we're made of water, but that's like a whole different conversation. Um the people sometimes attribute the Schumann resonance of like the disruptions, like the big. I want to say this is me just kind of like talking
It's
out of
the
my ass.
Can you say it again?
The Schumann's resonance.
Resonance. So it's not someone's
Resonance.
home.
No, not residence. No.
Okay, we're not going to Schumann's
I
house.
have a lisp. Okay, a little bit of a lisp.
No. I do too. Listen, I do too. I just didn't know. I couldn't tell over the phone either.
No, yeah. But
So
so the
okay.
big black spots in the readings, again, I don't read it, so kind of just going based off the videos that I saw. People sometimes believe those as like the disruptions, and often, at least the videos that I see, people believe that those are us switching timeline, which pairs back into the Mandela effect, which people think that um when there is a disruption in the Schumann's resonance, we switch a timeline and then there's a new Mandela effect born. But that's like very simple, like blah blah blah.
I have a quick thought experiment. Do you think that the you and me that met each other during COVID are still the you and me now? Like, are we in the same timeline as our?
I
I
feel
don't know
like
if I'm explaining this correctly.
we stay in the same timeline.
Okay,
If that's
but
what
there
you're
are.
kind of asking.
Okay, so we are in the same time.
I want to say that is like a very loaded question. Because it really just
I'm
depends.
sure.
It depends on how you view your own life. Like, are you and only you like the main character in your own life, or are you and your friends? You know what I mean? Like you
Like
and
your circle.
yeah, like is it you and only you that you live your life for, or is it you and your friends and family and everybody that you know that you live your life for? And then that kind of
Mm.
depends on like your take of like, okay, well, did I just switch timelines or did everybody just switch timelines? I don't know the logistics of what like the masses think that actually like read the Schumann's resonance. I don't have a fully formed opinion on
Well, all
whether
of this makes me feel like I don't have a fully formed brain. I'm gonna be honest.
um but like I don't know exactly how the timeline switches would work. I just know that people think that that's us switching timelines. And when they say that's us switching timelines, they could mean humanity. All of humanity switches into a new timeline. Could be. Could
Hmm.
be.
This is very
Um,
interesting. I have a lot of things that I need to educate myself on.
I have a guy that I want to send you videos of. He's called, I think he's like the TikTok history teacher or the TikTok historian. He made a whole video on he made a bunch of videos that are like each 10 minutes long, like the max at the time that you can make videos. And he goes all the way from the start of the universe with the Anunnaki to somewhere along the line of these videos, he links everything to like. In the middle, he links everything to the Order of the Golden Dawn, the Emerald Tablet, Hermeticism, and then at the end, he um I don't think it's the Fibonacci sequence. It's the six sounds, the hertz, the it starts with an F as well, but I literally can't remember the name of it. But it's the hertz sounds, like the 128 hertz, 144 hertz. There's six of them, and they link with like the Golden Dawn, and then that links back to the Anunnaki. Dude blew my mind when because I already knew about the Order of the Golden Dawn, which that's Hermeticism, and Hermeticism lives by seven principles. This is gonna have to be its own episode if
Guys,
we really deep dive
I,
into that.
I'll be straight up honest. I literally have nothing in my brain that can contribute to any of the things that you just said. So before we get into that wheelhouse, I'm gonna have to read a lot and watch a lot of content because I am quickly realizing, unless we're talking about cryptids, I do not know anything about squat.
I just consume a lot of media, to be
I do too.
honest.
Hey, I do too. It's the wrong media though, apparently. Mine is GTA 5 cheat codes and League of Legends builds and Sam Hyde sketches. Like that's what I got.
My TikTok is
Chess.
witchcraft, astrology, historical, religion based stuff, and mid-century modern home renovations.
That's kind of sick. I am undereducated, so everyone feel free to send me books, articles, TikToks, whatever. You may flood my DMs with anything and everything because if it ain't Bigfoot, I don't know it. Probably.
I gotta tell you
Apparently.
about the Kabbalah, the I Ching.
Yeah. Tab and I have literally been in our own worlds the past couple of weeks and we haven't really chit chatted. But funnily enough, even though we haven't talked whatsoever, these have been the past 2 episodes have been fantastic. So I don't know what that says about us, but I think we've just reached the point where we're talking about things that
We
I'm
kind of
able to
know
be
about.
educated on, and Tab knows a lot about, and apparently my mom knows a lot about,
Yeah.
and which is really funny. I talked to my mom a good amount. I didn't know she knew anything about astral projecting, and I also didn't know how deep her like spiritual stuff went. So, the more you know.
It goes deep if you dig.
Well, I need a shovel first.
Yeah.
I don't even have the shovel apparently.
Kind of hard to get.
Wow.
The shovel's kind of hard to get, I'll be real.
I think it's easier once you know people that have a shovel.
Yeah, I can lend you my shovel. I'll lend you my shovel.
Okay.
After
Thank you.
stream, I'll send you a bunch of
Yeah.
shovels.
Check out our Patreon where Tab shares their shovel with me. Oh man.
I was trying to
Wow.
look for
So,
something that resembled a shovel, but I can't find
dude, I got 2
it.
shovels right here.
We're digging with our hands. We're going in.
Wow. So yeah, that's astral projection. Uh we will potentially be talking about more of the stuff that we've talked about today, not the astral projection, but the insert whatever Tab's about to say.
It depends. Like, we could go into the Anunnaki, the Hermeticism, basic theology, Earth. I don't think I said that right. We can go into the Schumann's resonance. We can both learn to read the Schumann's resonance. How cool would that be?
Oh my god, yeah. We learned how to read the what is it the
The
Schumann's
Schumann's. Okay, so it's spelled
resonance.
SHUMAN,
Shu.
and then resonance.
Okay,
RESO reson N reson
Schumann's resonance.
ANCE. I can't spell in my brain that good.
Okay. Shu it's actually SCHUMANNS.
Okay.
Schumann's. It,
Yeah,
it
that
it
just
looks
shows
like
that I don't know how to fucking
it looks
spell.
like SC humans with 2 N's.
It's
Anyway,
Schumann.
yeah, Schumann's resonance. You can apparently find it on medioagent.com and you can see the
There
Schumann's
is,
resonance forecast.
yeah, there's you can go to schumannresonance.today.
And
Right
it
now,
also
we're calm.
on the Medio Agent website, it gives you a step by step on how to read all of the graphs. So there's 4 graphs. There's a 3D graph. There's uh I don't even know how to explain the other graphs, but it talks about the delta waves, the theta waves, the alpha waves, the beta waves, the gamma waves, different
I
types
think I
of
have
brain
like a
waves.
rough idea of like how to
I
read it. I couldn't tell you what
I'm
none of it
over
means, but I
way over
think
my head. I
I
couldn't
have a
read it.
rough idea.
So anyway, that's astral projection. So sorry that we're probably gonna title this. Uh,
What the
who
fuck is
knows?
going on in this episode?
My mom called me and I need a shovel. Like,
In the
wait,
next
that sounds like I
episode,
killed her.
we can get into remote viewing. Um,
Yeah,
because I mean
we could get into remote viewing.
that's still in the line of astral projection, and that would lead us into the gateway tapes and the CIA and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I mean, wow. I'm kind of blown away with how this episode has turned, and there's a lot of stuff that I want to learn about. So I suppose next week we will either have my mother on the podcast, or that will be its first. I don't even know. I don't even know where that would get posted. Probably the Midnight Oil Podcast YouTube channel. Shout out. Go check out Midnight Oil Podcast on YouTube. Guys, we w-
We
man, we're
talked
all over
about
the
a
place. We talk
lot.
you know, this felt very ADHD, but I think that there's a lot of good information this episode, and you know, every time we talk about something, I feel like I learn more questions than I learn answers, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because I obviously we do the podcast together. I'm very interested in this stuff, but it's, you know how they talk about, like, to answer the questions of the universe, we have to know what the questions are to ask. I feel like that's me right now, where I don't know what questions to ask because I don't know what's out there. And you can't just be like, what is out there into Google, because it's gonna say space, stars, like, idiot,
The
like,
universe, the Milky
yeah,
Way.
yeah. All of the Starlink satellites, now that you can't tell what stars are, like, so yeah, I feel like every episode, especially recently, it's been, here's some answers, here's what astral projection is, here's some stories. Here's 30 other things that Keegan hasn't heard of, that we now have 80 hours of content to make, because I don't know shit about shit. I couldn't tell you anything. Well, you know. So, sorry for the rant. Um, I'm
To
going
be
to take us
fair.
out because I think my brain's going to explode. Thank you all for listening and watching. This has been the Midnight Oil podcast. You can leave your submitted stories. We're going to have to hook my mom up with this link because sure we got plenty. Um, the link to share your stories will be in the description of wherever you are listening. We have a TikTok, we have an Instagram, we have a YouTube, and we got a Twitch. Uh, Twitch, it's Midnight Oil Entertainment. Everywhere else is Midnight Oil Podcast or Entertainment. Sorry, this is so messy. I keep forgetting that we're all over the place still. We're trying to get everything lined up, all right? We do have Midnight Oil Podcast now on YouTube, which is where we post our edited versions of the podcast. You can also listen to it unedited on Midnight Oil VODs. What am I forgetting? Oh, if you want to hear some professionals talk about this, we will be talking to my mom. I will give more information about that next week, or potentially you might just see it next week. Unsure. I would really like to set something up in person where we can all sit down and chat. Maybe we do a YouTube video, our first YouTube video, and toss it on Midnight Oil Entertainment YouTube channel, which, by the way, I think in the next couple months will be getting its first video. So, as always, thanks for dealing with my messy ass. And we will see all of you guys next week for whatever happens.
Or something. We'll be here.
That's right. Good night.
Good night. Am I ending stream too?
No.
Okay. What up, gang?
Wow. I was trying not to lose my shit too much on the podcast, but that didn't work. I know I ranted for like 15 minutes straight.
Implode.
Yeah, my brain literally shut down. I gotta say, I'm really excited to sit down with my mom and talk about all of that stuff that see, that's how you know I know nothing about it. I'm just calling it stuff she said. I don't I don't know anything about it. But okay, so has anyone seen Star Talk with Neil deGrasse Tyson? Have you seen it?
No.
No?
Was
Okay.
that the reference you tried to make earlier?
Yeah, so
I just
Neil
went
deGrasse
along with
Tyson.
it.
Okay. Neil deGrasse Tyson has a podcast. I really like him because he does astrophysics and he like talks about the universe and stuff like that. That's my favorite like topic ever. But he has a comedian, which is his best friend on the podcast, who is not a professional in astrophysics, who just makes jokes the whole time, and it's actually very, very entertaining. And that's how I feel like I am. I feel like I don't know what I'm talking about when Tab opens their mouth every single time. I feel like a caveman that just discovered fire, and I'm like, how do I make it? So I'm I'm just so excited to learn more. I feel I don't know. I feel like
The
I'm a kid.
solfeggio frequencies. That's what I was thinking of.
The solfeggio. See,
Solfeggio
I don't know who
frequencies.
solfeggio is.
It's like
Why would I?
the binaural beats, like the 144 hertz for healing. I don't actually think that the 144 is for healing. I'm just.
I
It's an
don't know. I feel
example.
pretty healed. My monitor is 144 hertz, and whenever I get on my computer, I feel pretty good.
Maybe I'm not. Maybe 144 was just because my subconscious was thinking of my monitor. There's something hurts, okay? It might not actually
My
be
brain hurts.
144. My favorite thing that NDT said was how humanity isn't as insignificant as we've told ourselves we are.
I feel like
True.
we give ourselves significance. I feel like if there are aliens out there watching us and they're smarter than us, we may not have as much significance to them, but to us, we are all that we know. But I understand people's issue with Neil deGrasse Tyson. I do. he he is a very strong character, but I would love to pick his brain. There's a lot of people that I would love to talk to. There's a what's the mushroom guy?
Mushroom guy. Brian Johnson?
No. uh
I want to talk to
Paul Stamets, maybe? Is that his name? Paul Stamets? I don't know. He was on Joe Rogan and he's a mycologist and he's basically like an advocate for bioremediation or remediation. I don't know. Medicinal fungi. And there were things that Joe Rogan asked him about mushrooms, and he was like, I can't talk about that. I was like,
it's like DMT.
what's this fucking guy know? But I would love to talk to him about his experiences because I imagine the mushroom lord knows something or two about taking mushrooms.
I want to talk to Duncan Trussell.
Duncan Trussell.
Yeah, he was also on Joe Rogan. He made the Midnight Gospel show.
Oh yeah, he's going on tour right now.
Mm-hmm. He has another podcast called Duncan Trussell Family Hour. I used to listen to
Mm-hmm.
it like way back in the day when I worked like a warehouse job, and that's like all I had to do was listen to podcasts. At the time I didn't understand a single thing he was saying. I was like, "What is this guy talking about? Like, what are we talking?" Because he talks a lot about like Tibetan practices,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just like, "What is this? What is this guy talking?" But now I feel like I would know
Well, he went. I
a
think
little bit
he
more.
is he the one that went through the monk phase in the monastery and stuff and learned about them.
I'm not super sure exactly. I didn't watch like his Joe Rogan thing, and I couldn't tell you a single thing that he talked about on his podcast. I only remember what he talked about in Midnight Gospel, and it was a lot of philosophy. I'm into philosophy, if you haven't
I like philosophy a lot.
noticed.
I frequently think about there's a what is it? The ship of Theseus. I think
Mm-hmm.
we've talked about it before, but it's like the idea of like how much about something can you change or replace until it's not that thing anymore, or is it that thing still? I
Mm-hmm.
think I don't know. There's a lot of philosophical questions that are just fun to think about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like this podcast could be 10 hours long and I wouldn't be able to talk about everything I want to talk about. And
I
we could
know.
do that every week for forever.
No,
Especially
yeah.
when you're talking about guests. You know what? Joe Rogan was onto something. I'll admit it. He has so many different people on and I wish I could ask all of them questions as well, so I understand.
Mm-hmm.
I want to. Have you seen? Okay, have you seen the Joe Rogan podcast office?
Mm-mm.
Like that building? It's ridiculous. It is so crazy. I would love our operation to be like that. It's
Yeah.
fucking sick. I would love when you walk through the front doors, double doors, and Bigfoot's just standing there. That would be sick. And then the ceiling is like different constellations or something.
Mm.
I don't know. Schrodinger's cat is very cool too. Is something dead or alive under that box? Is there even how do we even know that the cat was there?
The cat could just disappear. That I mean, is that not just like if if a tree falls in the woods, does it make a sound? Like when nobody's around?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the same thing. We'll have to get my mom on here as well. And my stepdad.
Maybe we should just have our moms talk.
That'd be crazy. My mom I don't think is into a lot of what your mom would be into. She took a different path, I think, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Everyone has a different path. Wowza,
You're
wowza.
I'm into all of it though. I'd be like researching everything. I'm like, yeah, I believe it. All of it. Duh. Duh. Not all of it
Get your
actually.
diapers on, chat. Wowza, wowza. Well, I think that wraps it up. I think Tab and I are gonna chat for a couple minutes afterwards, and maybe we'll figure out what's going on next week. I would love to do an in-person episode though, so it likely won't be next week, or maybe it will. I don't know. Also, my
I also
mom.
love learning no matter what it is.
Yeah, I love
Anyways.
learning no matter what it is. I think that's what gravitates me to Joe Rogan so much, even though I don't necessarily like him as a person. I obviously haven't met him, but just like kind of how he's acted in the public eye, I'm not a big fan. But he is a fantastic interviewer. Like it's one of those like hate the player, not the game type of vibes. And again, I haven't met him, but he I understand why he has one of the biggest podcasts on the planet.
Hate the artist, not the art.
That's right. And a great artist steals, so
And I'm a thief. Meet up at Kings Island and do an episode there in the beer garden. That'd be fire.
that would be kind
That
of
would
sick.
be
Wait,
fire.
I haven't been to Kings Island for a few years.
I don't think it's open until May. Doesn't like all parks kind of open after like Memorial Day or something? At least pools. I
beer
know
garden.
pools do that. Guys, can I confess something? I've noticed. Okay, actually, I can't even say that I have noticed that I found a beer that I like because I don't think it's true. Because like
Okay.
every time I've tried a beer, I've been drunk already, and it was just another drink down the gullet. You know what I mean? I tried Yingling, okay, for the first time probably months ago. Pretty good, I think.
I'm not a big beer guy.
I'm not either, but
I
I've been
like
trying. I've been trying.
I like a bourbon. I like whiskey. I really don't drink that much though.
I don't either. Special occasions, like if my friends are like, "Hey, let's go to a bar," I'm like, "Okay, let's go to a bar." But that's like
Yeah.
rare. I don't like going to bars.
It's a little messed up. Tab never invites me.
Eh. Recently, it's been karaoke bars, and recently, as in, I say maybe twice, and I don't sing, so
Mm.
I
Have
just
you?
sit there and have I sang karaoke?
Mhm.
No.
Would you?
Would I?
Under
I
under
would have to be blackout.
Okay.
I don't sing.
Guys, maybe if we hit 1 million subscribers, Tab and I get blackout drunk and go do karaoke
Yeah, I would do that.
for the Patreon.
Yeah,
For the one time.
for the one time. It's gonna be bad, like very bad, and it's gonna be musicals.
Ooh.
I'm gonna kill the vibe at the whole bar. Okay, it's gonna be Phantom of the Opera in that bitch. Will you sing the high parts of Phantom of the Opera?
I don't know if I can sing the low parts of Phantom of the Opera. I don't.
It's
I'm
karaoke.
gonna.
It's not supposed to be good. I mean.
Okay. Yeah, I'll learn. I'll be honest. I haven't watched it
You
or
don't have to
listened to
watch
it.
it. You just have to. The Phantom of the Opera is there, inside your
Okay.
mind. Yeah, and then you
Mine
would be
is
like
the.
inside my mind, and you would go really high. Our header
Dude,
picture.
dude, I when we did the JoJo Siwa stream, I I've never been blackout drunk before. I think I would do it one time in my life. I don't know what the occasion would be or why I'm doing it, but I think I want to at some point.
I have pictures of me blackout drunk, and I look surprisingly coherent.
Really?
Let me see if I can find
I
them.
remember being so drunk that I tried doing a backflip and I didn't even do half of one.
Yeah, I don't know what was happening there. I'll be honest.
I'm really sad that that is lost to the sands of time. Was
Um,
that on
I
your
think it was on
Twitch?
my channel. Yeah, there's clips.
Oh fuck. Are there clips? Guys, I don't want to see the clips. I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Okay. I have to preface this with I was trying to play matchmaker apparently with somebody. And I just want to also clarify it worked. Okay, it worked. They got together and they started dating and they moved in
Oh,
together. So it
whoa.
worked. Um So this was me trying to tell them that they need to get together. This was me demonstrating how they need to get together. And then this was me telling her how she needs to get together with. And this was me asking if he was into it.
Wow, you were just so forward, huh?
Wait. And this, okay, I cropped them out, but this was me watching them talk about it. Okay. And this was me after they succeeded.
Wow.
Of
Who took all of the pictures?
I couldn't tell you. Don't know. Beats me. But I had some ops out to get me that night. Because I don't remember it, and I only have those pictures and remember the person explaining to me what was going on.
Well, luckily we're moving on to bigger and better things. No more ops.
Oh man.
The ops are gonna have to get past our security guards in high security
Yeah.
areas.
Hey, if they want to take off guard pictures of me, by all means. I just hope I look good. Yes, exactly. I was
Wow.
physically there, not mentally, though.
Well, I gotta get to work in like an hour and a half. I think we're gonna get off here. That was a good ep. Good ep.
Good up, you guys. Good job, chat.
I like this vibe. I might keep my computer like this. I'm unsure. Hang something up right here.
Period. So excited we pulled out all of our art. Can't wait to put the art that I have back
Uh-oh.
here.
I think my computer's crashing. Help.
Oh. Well, anyways, so that's all, folks. We'll talk to you guys next Sunday. Bye.